Hello again, Sean Hutinsky here, bringing you another playthrough of The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, Part 2. So we'll be picking up right where we left off, which was when Lloyd and Noel returned to Crossbell City via train, after arresting Speaker Hartman and, Ernest. And they meet up with Ellie, Wazy, and Chief Sergey, who announces the new membership of Wazy and Noel into the ranks of the SSS. So I'm really looking forward to how those two fit into their new roles in the SSS. And I have no doubt that in this part we will be plowing through some support quests. So I'm looking forward to that. As I said, this is a blind playthrough, so I have no idea what to expect in this game. Apart from knowing how the Trails of Cold Steel saga ends, because I've played through that. Just before I begin, I also wanted to reiterate what I was, the last thing I mentioned in my previous video. So in case you didn't watch that, I'm a Christian and I'm also a student of theology. And one of the things that I love doing is making links between ideas or concepts in the media that we read or watch or play, and with Christianity, because I think that a lot of helpful parallels can be made between them, and I think that a lot can be learned when we make these connections. And that's one of the ways in which I want this playthrough, this series of playthroughs, to be unique from the others, because I do want to make some of these connections, and hopefully you guys can not only enjoy the story of Trails, but also learn something new along the way. So with that being said, I'm just going to jump right in. I'm going to load the game, and let's do it. 2 days after the arrest at Altair Lodge. Oh, that's new. Ah, awesome. What's that tower called again? The Orpheus Tower? I forgot.
支援要請ってわけだね。ああ、基本は1日1回まとめて送られてくる決まりだ。どこまでやるかはこちらの裁量に任されてるけど、この緊急と書かれているものは必ずやっておいた方がいいだろう。なるほど、合理的だね。期間が長めに取られてるものは次の日に回してもいいってことかな。ああ、そうなるかな。
一応毎日チェックしたら提示された期間も変わっていくから、それと操作手帳をチェックすればそのあたりの状況も確認できるわね。
操作手帳というと、エリーさんが時々書き込んでいた黒い手帳のことですね。
ええ、これね。
基本的に操作や支援要請で何か進展があったらこれに書き込む。そうすることで複数の案件を管理することが可能になるわけさ。あと先日オーブメントエニグマについての説明もフォローしてくれているんだ。割と便利じゃないか。ま、いずれはそんな手帳も動力化されそうな気がするけど。
そうね、ティオちゃんからそういう研究もされていると聞いたことがあるわ。
そこまで動力化されるのはなんだか抵抗があるっていうか。
確かに紙とペンの方がしっくりくるのは同感だよ。ま、ざっと説明すると、これが支援課の基本スタイルだ。まずは端末に来ている支援要請を 一通りチェックしてみよう。
了解しました。
開けてのお楽しみだね。
Me too. Alright, when you inspect the terminal at the SSS and choose check requests, a list of available support requests is displayed. Support requests marked as urgent are mandatory and will advance the story upon being completed. Other support requests are completely optional, but doing them earns you Myra and DP. Be careful not to take too long or they may expire. Well, it's not as if there's a time limit, you just have to not talk to the key person who advances the story. Alright, let's check the support request before we plan our next course of action. Can we speak with Chief Sergey? No. Okay. So those two are urgent. This is Wendy. CPD headquarters requested that I give you guys a short lesson on how to operate your Enigma 2s. Just in case you somehow forget, you can find me in my usual spot, the customer service counter at Genton Orbital Store, right off of Central Square. Oh, okay. The 1st Investigative Division. A few days ago, the 1st Division's Intel network received unconfirmed accounts that Imperial Secretary Lecter Arundel had arrived in Crossbell. Okay, that's interesting. We request that the Special Support Section verify the authenticity of this information. Report to Police Headquarters for details. Oh, for Imelda. Oh, this is from the state government. A dangerous monster, Superior Mosquito, has been sighted in the downtown district apartment complex Mason Imelda. We ask that the Special Support Section deal with this threat swiftly. Please retrieve the key to the building from Imelda, the owner of the antique shop in the back alley. Man, she is such a neglectful woman. West Crossbell Highway Monster Extermination. A dangerous monster, Bubbly Scissors G, has been sighted on West Crossbell Highway. We ask that the Special Support Section deal with this threat swiftly. Alright. Oh, I teleported.
緊急2件に手配魔獣が2件ですか。エニグマ2の件はともかく、もう1件はかなり特殊ですね。
ええ、あのレクターって人がまたクロスベルに来ているなんて。
シュバルツオークションの時にいたあのとぼけたお兄さんだね。どう考えてもただものじゃないとは思ったけど。
捜査一課で研修した時に彼についてのファイルを閲覧した。帝国軍情報局所属レクター・アランドール特務隊、帝国政府の二等書記官としての肩書きも持っているらしい。
情報畑の人間ですか。
政治的な工作もできるような情報将校みたいね。捉えどころがないのも高度な倒壊の技術なのかしら。
半分以上砂気もするけど、しかし帝国政府の書記官で軍情報局の所属ってことは、あの有名な鉄血宰相の腹心ってところなのかな。
どうしてそんな背景までしれっと通じてるんだか。ああ、一家の情報によるとオズボーン宰相の懐刀の一人らしい。昨年宰相と共にクロスベルを訪問して非公式にハルトマン議長と会談したことが確認されている。
それは本人も言ってたわね。冗談みたいな口ぶりだったけど、まさか本当だったなんて。
どう考えても一筋縄ではいかなさそうな人ですね。
面白そうじゃないか。となるとまずは市内での支援活動が優先ってわけかな。
ああ、手配魔獣が1件街道に手配されているけど、そちらは後回しにしておこう。ルーバーチェの消滅から数ヶ月、そろそろ裏社会で新たな動きが起こっているのは確かみたいだ。
兵ゆへの動き、それから帝国政府の動きね。月末に開かれる通商会議もかなり影響していそうだわ。
通商会議というと、
新市長が呼びかけた 首脳クラスが集まる国際会議だね。
ええ。ディーター・クロイス新市長、彼が主催する帝国、共和国、リベイル、レミフェリアの首脳が一堂に会する経済関連の国際会議、西ゼムリア通商会議というのが正式名称ね。
まさか就任直後にあんな大規模な国際会議の開催を呼びかけるなんてな。さすがは IBC の総裁を兼ねているだけのことはあるか。
直接お会いしたことはないですけど、ものすごいやり手って話ですよね。そういえば和地君は新市長にお会いしたことがあるんだっけ？
ああ、推薦状をもらった時にね。いくら独立グレン隊とはいえ、警察の部署への推薦状を不良少年にくれるなんてね。僕が言うのもなんだけど、気前が良すぎるおじさんだよね。
いや、笑い事じゃないんだが。
おじさまはおじさまで、はっはっは、面白い子だねとか言ってたし。
おお、やってるみたいだな。
セルゲイ課長。
おはようございます。
ああ、そのままでいい。基本的にうちは放任主義でな。よほどのことがない限り俺の方からは口出ししないから、適当にやっていくといい。
理解のある上司ってわけだね。
そう言えなくもないんだけど。
課長の場合、理由の半分はめんどくさいからですよね。
Yeah, that's right.
分かってんじゃねえか。ただまあ、今日は例外的に俺の方から指令がある。
え？
課長からですか？
ああ、一通り支援要請を片付けてからでいい。警察学校に行ってもらう。
警察学校に？
西クロスベル街道の途中にある演習場もある場所ですよね。
ロイドとノエルにとってはおなじみの場所だったな。こちらの準備が整ったらエニグマで連絡する。それまでは市内を回りつつ支援要請をこなしていくがいい。
了解しました。
ですが、一体どういう要件で？
それは言ってからのお楽しみってやつだ。そんじゃあな、また後で連絡する。
ノエルさん、非常に申し訳ないんだけど、これが支援家のスタイルなの。
まあ好意的に考えれば俺たちの自主性と判断力を育ててくれているんだろうけど。
なるほど、さすがはセルゲイ課長ですね。
ものは言いようだね。
Yeah,
で、早速
right.
街に出るのかい？
ああ、そうしよう。そういえばキーヤが日曜学校に行くって言ってたな。課長も出かけたことだし、一緒に出た方がいいかもしれない。
そうね、3階に上がってキーヤちゃんに声をかけましょう。
man, there's so much to do. I'm looking forward to going to the police academy. Can we leave? No. Oh yeah, Kia said she was about to leave for Sunday school. Seeing as the chief's already out, maybe we should go see her off. Absolutely, let's go and check if she's ready. I reckon her room is... Wait. What? She's not in her room? Is that Kia under there, or is that Hope? This is Randy's room. He's taking part in the Bellegarde unit's rehabilitation training right now. If my memory serves me right, they were given some of that drug during the cult incident, right? Right, they aren't suffering from any serious after effects, thankfully. It would take some time for them to get their senses and stamina back to where they were, though. I see. Well, I'm wishing all the guardsmen a speedy recovery. Yes, and hopefully Randy will get to come home sooner rather than later. Welcome to Chateau de Wazy. I know, hold the applause. Whoa, this is one classy room. Seriously, it's like something you'd only see in a model home. It obviously took you no time at all to get settled in. The decor looks rather expensive, and there's so much of it too. I asked an acquaintance of mine for a favour and he hooked me up. I don't mind any of you dropping in unannounced if you ever feel the need to unwind. Speaking of which, how about we crack open that bottle over there to celebrate a successful move-in? How about we don't? We're still, you know, on duty. I love how on point Lloyd is. I just remembered that he owns a bar, so that would explain why he has those. I think he is in there, but I want to actually see what happens if you try and go in her room. Oh, you can't click on that. Okay. Hey there, Zeit. Hanging out with Cope? You two always do get along. This is the police dog the SSS adopted, right? Good to see you again, Zeit. Grr, woof. I get the feeling he's trying to tell us something. If only Tia or Kia were here, then we'd be able to understand. I've never been good with dogs, but I did manage to get used to Zeit eventually. I don't think I've ever met this black cat over here, though. Oh, his name is Cope. We're pretty sure he's been here since before the CNS moved out. Niago. Oh, how cute. This is so exciting. I didn't realize joining the SSS came with kitty privileges. I take it you're a fan of them, Noel? I'm sure you two will have plenty of fun together in that case. Boomya. I'm not gonna read the cat noise, it just sounds silly. I'll just say meow. Oh yeah, we should feed Hope. Meow? You think so? He looks pretty full to me. The chief must have given him something to eat before he left. Oh, that's kind of a letdown. Don't worry, Noel. We can bring him some fish next time we catch some. Meow. The cat loves him. Grr. I think he has something to say. Too bad we can only understand him when Tia or Kia's around. I love Cope. I'm a cat person myself. I love cats. This is Tia's room. She's still taking care of business out in Le Mans State, right? Yeah, the Epstein Foundation have her and Yona working in one of their research labs. State law revisions have made it easier to expand the Orbital network, so that's what they've been assisting with. I can't say I understand all the details, but it sounds like they're keeping busy. I just hope she can come back soon. This is Tia's room. We should probably stay out of there for now. Well, here's my room. I don't really have much to decorate with, so sorry if it looks a little bare bones. I'd call it more tidy than anything. Indeed, it's exactly what I would expect of someone like you, Noel. So, about the stuffed animal over there, you just had to ask, Lloyd. Oh, that? Brian and I share a matching pair of plushies. I brought it with me from the CGF barracks. You did, huh? Honestly, it kind of helps pull the room together. Glad you think so. I'm still not entirely adjusted yet, but even so, it's good to be here. Man, I love how natural the dialogues are. It really helps you to get into the story. But that's what Trails has always been about, world building. It's always been good.
この
Wait,
数
what?
式に
S-
この値を代入すればできた
キア
あ、ロイ
キア確か今日は日曜学校があったはずだろ。出かけなくてもいいのか？
ドあ、もう待ち合わせの時間かも。みんなもお仕事に出るの？
ええ、よかったら一緒に出かけようと思って。あら、日曜学校の予習をしてたの？
そんなとこ。キーヤちゃん偉いな。日曜学校の予習なんて私はほとんどしなかったかも。
僕はどちらかというとほとんど授業に出なかったかな。下手な神父に教えられるより自分で勉強した方が効率いいしね。
Oh, rude.
ワジ、あのな。
キーヤちゃんに悪影響を与えないでほしいのだけど。
パパたちがお怒りだ。
ワジ、
どうしたの？
さすがクロスベルはいろいろ進んでいるなと思ってさ。それより出かけないのかい？
そうだな。キア、一緒に出るか？
ちょっと待ってて。お待たせ。
よし、それじゃあ行くか。
キーヤちゃんと一緒なら裏口から出ましょうか。
I thought that Kia was hiding under Lloyd's bed, but now I'm really interested to see what that was. What? Okay, I think my mind was playing tricks on me. Wow, okay. I thought it looked like someone was hiding under the bed because it's kind of elevated. I don't know. Maybe I'm just insane. I'm probably insane. Alright, I'm just gonna pretend that that never happened.
What?
いつの間に。
あれ、支援課の裏口ってこんな感じでしたっけ？
へえ、いかにも工事中って感じだけど。
あ、そっか。ロイドたちを知らないんだ。ロイドが出張した後、工事の人たちがやってきたの。課長が呼んだみたいだけど。
そうなのか。昨日は気づかなかったな。しかし課長、一体どういうつもりなんだ？
何か理由があっての工事だと思うけど、いずれにせよこっちの方は通らない方が良さそうね。
ああ、1階の玄関から出よう。
Okay. I love how you can see that the barrier has been removed over there. Oh well. Hey there, special support section. Sergey told me you kids were starting back up again. Huh? Where's the redhead and that kid with the orbital staff? Both of them still have some business they're taking care of. Ah, okay. And these two here must be your newest members. Sergey filled me in on what arms you prefer, so let me know if you see anything you like. How very considerate of him to lay the groundwork for us. Thank you very much, sir. I've got all the weapons anyone could ever need. Go ahead and take a look. Oh, I have 5,000 Myra. But the question is, would I prefer offense or defense? Oh. So it's only Lloyd and Noel who need it. Okay. There's always a chance that someone will get petrified, so might as well. Might as well get some protection from that.
Oi! Kia! リュウにアンディ。おせえよ。パン屋の前で待ち合わせだったろ。
そろそろ授業が始まるよ。
ごめんごめん。
いやあ、リュウにアンディ、相変わらず元気だな。
いつもキーヤちゃんと仲良くしてくれてありがとう。
お久しぶりです。へへ、久しぶりじゃん。キーヤから聞いたけど、支援課また始めんだってな。
ああ、おかげさまでね。いろいろパワーアップしているから楽しみにしててくれよな。へへ、
言うじゃんか。ま、今の兄ちゃんたちだったら遊撃士と同じくらいは認めてやってもいいかな。だからリュウ、偉そうだってば。
さすが支援か。子供にも大人気みたいだね。
あれ、そっちの姉ちゃんたちは見かけない顔ですね。そういえばティオさんにランディさんもいないし。
2人は用事があってまだ戻ってきていないの。こちらはノエルさんにワジ君、支援課の新人さんたちなの。
よろしくね。おう、よろしく。ってあれ、そっちは男なのか。
He can't tell.
なんか女みたいな顔してるけど。ちょっとユウ。
どうだろうね。君が女だと思うんだったらその通りかもしれないよ。
だからワジ、子供を惑わすんじゃない。それより3人とも急がなくていいのか。
あ、そうだった。それじゃあみんなお仕事頑張ってね。
ああ、キーヤも頑張れよ。
車には気をつけてね。
よーし、そんじゃももちに寄ってくか。うん、急ごう。元気な子たちですね。
西通りに住んでる子かい？
ああ、もう一人は住宅街に住んでるんだけどね。さてと、俺たちも仕事を始めよう。とりあえずそこのオーバルストアと警察本部には寄るとして、できれば市内も一通り回ってみた方がいいかもしれない。
なるほど、パトロールというわけですね。
そこまで大げさなものじゃないけど、意外な情報が入ってきたりするから巡回も大事だったりするのよね。
しばらくしたら課長からエニグマに連絡が入るだろう。それまでに市内で気になる場所に行っておこう。
了解しました。
それじゃ行こうか。
Awesome. Bright skies, gathering storms. The Crossbell City map can now be opened. While inside the city, press tab to bring up a map of the city. Press tab again for a map of the state. If you are inside the city, you can use the map as a shortcut to travel around quickly. To fast travel, select an area listed on the left side of the screen. Be aware that in some situations, fast travel will be unavailable. Awesome! So now, whenever the main characters mention a patrol, in quotation marks, what they really mean is talk to every NPC in the city or the country. Oh, hi Lloyd, hi Ellie, hi... Huh? Wait, you're not Tio and Randy? Is the special support section still on vacation? Not exactly, Mimi. Randy and Tio still have other work to do, so they'll be busy a while longer. That's right, as for these two, they're our most recent additions to the SSS. Oh, really? So that makes you the new special support section now, huh? Well, she's not wrong. Nice to meet you, Mimi. Uh-huh, nice to meet you too. Go, go, new special support section. That's nice. I saw an orbital car practically fly through Central Square just the other day. So like any good citizen, I immediately reported them to the police for blatant speeding. I wonder if they ever caught the driver though. I'm worried it might happen a second time. Then again, with our current traffic laws, even reckless driving would only get you slapped with a fine and sent on your merry way. The Diet has been making recent strides in strengthening penalties for traffic violations though, so that gives me hope for the future. Yeah, I mean, and you look at society nowadays and it's like, that's literally all you get. You just get demerit points, you get your, what are they called? Yeah, demerit points taken away. This enormous bell was excavated in Crossbell State in S 1185. It is estimated to have been forged during the Middle Ages using multiple metal alloys. When struck, it emits a low, pleasant ring. It is theorized that the bell was created by some influential person of the times, but its true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. I think it has something to do with the DG cult, to be honest. But yeah, I reckon that the penalties for speeding aren't harsh enough in Australian society, because heaps of people just do it and they don't seem to get punished. Anyway, all the corrupt members of the Republican and Imperial factions that were involved with the cult incident are gone. Even Revach is out too. And yet the status quo remains the same. The Imperial faction still has an edge when it comes to Diet seats. I've heard about Mayor Croyce's strenuous efforts to speed up legal reforms. He still has a long, long road ahead of him. What was the name of that other group? Hey You? I hear talk that they've begun throwing more of their weight around now that Revach is gone. Mayor Croyce still has a long, long road ahead of him. Hopefully he can put laws into place that allow our citizens to live in peace. Ew. Do I look like the kind of dweeb who does her homework? More importantly, I've got an Arios update. Did you hear he's out of town on another business trip? Ah, kill me. I just remembered that we have Sunday school tonight. You finish your homework, Bruna? Yep. What the heck is wrong with my dad? Who just sits around the house naked all the time? Who? Whoa, okay, that's a bit, I wasn't expecting that. I'm a young woman, I'll have you know. He has to be committing a crime or three. I just want to move out and live on my own already. I just want to move out already. Why can't life just give me a house or something? I don't even care where. Yeah, I was not expecting that. That caught me off guard. Anybody fancy a balloon? They make a great touring partner for exploring the streets of Crossbell. Get yourself a floating bundle of fun and it'll perk up your day, guaranteed. These balloons are for everybody to enjoy. You don't even need to be a tourist. Don't be afraid to speak up if you like one. Alright. I love this guy. This guy's a train fanatic. Thank goodness nothing ever stops the Transcontinental Railroad. Those trains are my whole life. Their majestic yet sensual frameworks, their resplendent liveries, reminiscent of the vaults of heaven. Whoa, okay, this guy... I transcend the fixed constraints of reality every time I see one. Life as anything but a rail fan just wouldn't be worth living. These trains are just dazzling, their majestic yet central frameworks. Oh. Yeah. Wait, does he say anything new? Yeah, no. Whoa, so this is what Crossbell's like. Come on, Mummy, let's go. Once he gets started like this, I'm powerless to do anything about it. Not that I blame him. Isn't Crossbell City spectacular? Yeah, it is actually. I like it. We run a private shipping company called Rhymes Deliveries. My old man's a president of our startup. Our motto is service that's polite, delivered at the speed of light. I hope you'll consider us if you ever have any packages that need sending. This is Crossbell Station. We don't have any business here right now. Can we go out on the highway? No. This is the city's southern exit. We don't have any business there at the moment, so let's turn back for now. And can we enter the geofront? Door is locked. Nope. Okay. Alright. This guy's always hitting on women. I wonder where exactly my new dish fell short. The flavors and presentation came together and that spine-chilling texture was to die for. Spine-chilling? I don't think I want to find out how literal that to die for is. Hey, this guy reminds me of Freddy from Trails of Cold Steel 3. The guy who hooks up insects and junk. Wetlands Monster Ice Stew, Abaddon style. I thought for sure it would end up rocking the culinary world. That's one interesting name. At least it tells you exactly the kind of unpalatable experience you're in for. I asked Celtier to develop his own menu item, but it turned out gut-wrenchingly dreadful. It's not as though he doesn't have the culinary talent, but if this keeps up, it's going to be a while before he becomes a real chef. I thought he was a real chef. What's he doing working here if he's not a real chef? That's kind of odd that you'd employ someone who's not a real chef. But I think he just means, like, good. Still odd. Yeah, plus these prices are easy on my wallet. I could get used to this. I just listened in the middle of a conversation. This restaurant's a little plain in the decor department, but the food is a completely different story. You could say I'm really getting a taste for it. Ah, that girl. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I think it's Float. Flote, I don't know. Can you make a slurp sound? This restaurant is the perfect place to get lost in a good book. It has just the right amount of noise to stop your mind from wandering, not to mention a steady supply of coffee. Speaking of which, I'm gonna drink some coffee now. Okay, good stuff. And I bumped my microphone. My microphone is actually sitting on a container because it didn't come with a shock mount. And I noticed that when I tap on the desk, it kind of picks up a lot of the vibrations. But to fix it, I mean, a really cheap solution is to just put a plastic container on the desk and put the microphone on top of it, and that really blocks out most of the unwanted sounds. Just saying. Also, noise reduction in OBS Studio works, right? Is that what it's called? OBS. No, just OBS. Yeah. Anyway, now then, I do believe I'll spend the day finishing this book I borrowed from the library. Nice. Reading's good. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Vinched Sept. We've recently rotated our seasonal options, so the menu, if I can speak properly, may be a little different than you remember. Chief Braun is quite proud of the new dishes he's created, so I hope you'll consider giving them a try. This is the same thing. If any of them catch your eye, please give it a try. Oh, I'm tempted to buy them, but I'll see what else there is. Haha, it was nothing, honey. This is the least I can do in return for all you take care of at home. Thank you for getting us these reservations, dear. I couldn't ask for a more thoughtful man. There's something really beautiful about seeing an elderly married couple. You know, they got through life together. They got through thick and thin, you know, and yet they're still together, still faithful. Really beautiful. It really captures, you know, what St. Paul in Ephesians chapter 5 of the Bible calls the mystery of Christ and the church, where two followers of Christ marry each other and live through life together in love and following Christ together. That's really beautiful. Thank you for shopping at Times. This is the reception desk. Feel free to ask me any questions and I'll do my best to answer. This is the reception desk. Okay, yep, it's the same. Have you noticed that we opened our rooftop to the public a few days ago? There aren't any shops up there, but it makes for a very pleasant view of the city. You're free to go take a look if you'd like. Our customers were thrilled when we decided to open our rooftop recently. We invite you to take a look and soak in the sights when you need a break. Oh, cool. So that's like Celadon Department in Pokemon, you know, Red, Blue, and Yellow. I want to see this rooftop. Good afternoon and welcome to Times Department Store. Ah, is that Miss Ellie I see there? They told me you've been travelling from nation to nation with Speaker McDowell. I wasn't aware you'd returned. Yes, just a few days ago actually. The Special Support Section is resuming operations, so you can expect we'll be giving you our business again. We'd be honoured to have you. May the goddess be with you in your endeavours. You're acquainted with the manager, Ellie? Yes, he's known my grandfather for years. I've always known him to treat us well. Being the Speaker's granddaughter has its perks. I'm sure that means you'll be hooking us all up, right, Mr. Manager? We're her collaborators after all. It's only fair that her VIP treatment extends to us. Oh, he's so cheeky. Unfortunately not. Miss Ellie has expressly requested that neither she nor any of you receive preferential service. As such, you and your group will be treated the same as any other customer. Sorry, Wazy. At least you can tell people you're getting the exact same perks as me. There go all my free samples. That's good. Well, we do get a salary for a reason. Yeah, that's also a good point. On behalf of all of us at Times, allow me to thank you for visiting today. Our fine establishment features a broad array of retailers catering to interests of all kinds. Please browse at your leisure and enjoy your shopping experience. I failed the entrance exam for St. Ursula Medical College yet again. You know what they say, third time's a charm, right? Not for me. Maybe I'm not cut out for this after all. All my worthless butt's good for is fetching groceries for dinner. What happened to me? I feel for the guy. That's tough when you fail something. It's really tough to recover from that. Welcome to Legion's Foods. If you're looking for the best ingredients in town, you've come to the right place. Did you know there's a store that makes healthy juice using our fresh ingredients? Give it a shot sometime. My daughter runs it up the road in the administrative district. Welcome to Legion's Foods, your one-stop shop for the best ingredients in town. If you're in the mood for juice, give the stall in the administrative district a shot. Everything they make is courtesy of our fresh ingredients. Yeah, I might as well. Although we barely have any Myra. Oh, we can sell stuff. No, but we need quartz. I'll hold off for now. Wow, this general store really does have a dedicated Mishi corner. Opportunities like this are once in a lifetime. I gotta make the most of it. Tio would love that. Wow, this general store really does have a dedicated Mishi corner. Opportunities like this... Oh, it's the same. I'll try not to read it if it's the same, because there's no point. Ah, hello there. Welcome to South Walk General Store. I've been stocking up on more Mishi related products lately to meet customer demand. Go ahead and take a look if they pique your interest. Mishi merchandise, huh? I bet Tio will be ecstatic. Without a doubt. Our Mishi brand merchandise is incredibly popular with customers. Go ahead and take a look if they pique your interest. A steamed Mishi bun. Oh, we can't buy a Mishi. Alright. Oh, that is so cool. Was that there in Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4? I can't remember. I don't think you could... Yeah, I don't ever remember there being a rooftop section. I don't think I'll ever tire of coming here no matter how often or how long I shop. I go window shopping with my mum pretty much every day. I'm used to it now, but sheesh, it's so boring. Yeah, I know the feeling. Welcome to Luca Boutique. We offer clothes from a variety of designers, personally selected by yours truly. Feel free to take a look. Look at how massive these clothes are compared to the heroes. It's like... I know it's just to give a look. It's probably not meant to be proportional. It's just kind of funny. Like, this kind of attire would fit Garcia. Is that how to pronounce his name? Garcia? I think it's Garcia, the guy from Revarch. But not someone like Lloyd. Lloyd's tiny compared to that. Welcome, please take a look around. Our accessories make tremendous gifts for friends, family, and even yourself. Those are really valuable. I'll have to come at that later. Whoa, Lloyd, personal space, dude. I have to admit, I'm impressed by Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. McDowell especially, he's almost my age yet. Look at how hard he's still working himself. Ho ho ho, he's like living proof that you can be of old body and still young of mind. Speaker McDowell is living proof that you can be of old body and yet still young of mind. Take it from me, that man is the shining star of my generation. Welcome to Hanson Shoes, home for all your footwear needs. If you're having difficulty finding something, please don't hesitate to ask. I will be delighted to assist you in finding the perfect pair of shoes. We sell a wide variety of products, ranging from casual to formal footwear, all the way to hiking boots for the intrepid outdoorsman. I'm sure I can assist you in finding the perfect pair of shoes tailored to your very soul. These guys are just, for women only? Okay. Not selling men's products. That's a bit sus, a bit suspicious. Oh, wow. That is so cool. This does remind me of the Celadon department store in Pokemon, you know, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Red, Blue, Yellow, etc. Beautiful. Phew, the view from up here is amazing. Oh, I'm not skipping work, just so you know. The manager put me in charge of watering the rooftop shrubs and flowers. Time for Din Din, whittle planties. Doing cups so you can grow big and strong, okay? What's with the baby talk? I'm just as confused as you, Lloyd. Wow, that is so cool. I have to say, I wouldn't expect a department store to have such relaxing spots set up on the roof. Oh, how do I talk to her? Ew, the wind sure feels nice. Between the view and the cool breeze, I'm glad we came up here. Man, in real life, I have acrophobia, which is a fear of heights. And what I especially hate is sudden drops. And this, like, even looking at this puts a shiver down my spine. Like, it makes my skin crawl just looking at this. Oh, I don't take heights well. But ironically, in spite of the fact that I'm terrified of heights, I have abseiled. And I remember abseiling on my year 7 camp. And also when I was in the Army Cadets, because I did do the Army Cadets for half a year to try out, you know, try it out, see if Army life was for me. But I decided, no, it wasn't. I'm much more suited to seminary life and theological life than army life. You know, that's only for people who absolutely love it. Anyway, so this guy says, I worked as an Orbital product designer up until last year. My daughter found a stable job and my family's finances were in order, so I decided to do myself a favor and retire. I still enjoy the work, mind you, but I'd much rather spend that time with my loved ones. With all this time off as a new retiree, I like to come and check in on my daughter, Chaco, while she's still at work. Just look at her sell those ornaments. That's my girl. Daddy's proud of you. He does, in my opinion, visit her way too much, but you can't deny he's a loving father. Well, would you look at that? The vacuum cleaner I bought already has an upgraded model. Drat, why couldn't they have announced it beforehand? I would have held off a little while longer. Hello there and welcome to Genton, the finest Orbital store in all of Crossbell. Our store carries the latest and greatest in Orbital technology, complete with top-notch after-sales service with any applicable purchase. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, this is different. Our store carries the latest and greatest in Orbital technology, complete with top-notch after-sales service with any applicable purchase. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. I reckon with the way I'm talking so fast, I could apply for narrating government ads. You know, brought to you by the Australian Government of Canberra. Or, you know, something like that. Welcome to Genton. This is the customer service desk. Oh, you guys are Wendy's friends, right? You'll be happy to know that we just received some new Enigma covers. Once you've bought one, I can swap it in or out for you at this counter whenever you want, free of charge. I'll always be right here if you need me, so don't be a stranger, okay? We sell ornament covers and master quartz at this counter. You can also change your covers here, free of charge. I'll always be right here if you need it. If you need me, so don't be a stranger, okay? Oh. How much Mara do I have? 700. Okay. Who's you want to change? Oh, that's right. In my clear data playthrough, I didn't buy the other covers. Right, okay. I am playing through Trials from Zero a second time with clear data. And I did buy them. They're good covers. But yeah, not on the first one. Whoa, it's that portable orbital terminal everybody's been talking about. Let's see how much they're selling it for. Wow, that's way too many zeros. I'd never be able to afford something like this on my budget. And I believe she has a quest for us. Oh, there you are, Lloyd. And you brought some fresh faces with you, I see. And then Lloyd corrects her. No, fresh blood. Fresh blood, not fresh faces. It was so awkward how Lloyd used that phrase for Noelle in the train. I don't know, fresh blood? He's just trying to be funny, but yeah. I think it's a very military thing to say, you know. Or police thing, I guess. Yeah, these are the two newest members of the SSS. Nice to meet you, I'm Noelle Seeker. Wazy Hemisphere, pleasure's mine. Incidentally, I hear you and Lloyd have known each other since you were little. I'd love to hear about what he was like in his early days, if you don't mind my asking. Yes, tell us. Haha, oh you bet I don't. I've got a story or two about him that has shocked the pants off of you, believe me. I never should have introduced you two. If you're done plotting my future embarrassment, can we get back to business now? You were going to show us how to use our new Enigma 2 orbments, right? Oh yeah, sorry. Slipped my mind for a sec. Let's begin. As I'm sure you all know, you're now using a brand new model of battle orbment, the Enigma 2. It's a direct upgrade from your previous Enigmas, manufactured courtesy of the Epstein Foundation. The biggest difference it has from the old models is the center slot. The quartz that goes there is referred to as a master quartz. They're the ones with the patterns and graves on them, right? Exactly, you can't miss them. A master quartz differs from a regular quartz in that it has the potential to develop and grow. By defeating enemies while it's set in your Enigma 2, it'll gain experience and become more powerful over time. Wow, it sounds almost supernatural. Yes, it's as though the master quartz itself is actually alive. So I assume we're in for a bit of a lecture on its underlying principles or something? Nah, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no researcher. I just know the basics of how it works. Maybe grow wasn't the right word though. You can think of it more like you're drawing out the hidden power inside the quartz. Anyway, I can at least explain the essentials of using your Enigma 2s. Not so much the theory, but the real life practical know-how. Before we get to that though, here, these are for you. Ellie received Pixie, Wazy received Crow. So this is a master quartz. It certainly feels different from a regular quartz. Are you sure you don't want us to pay for these though? Don't worry about it, the CPD provided them to me for your training specifically. By the way, master quartz can't be synthesized at normal workshops, and they can't be mass produced either. The few we do have here were shipped directly from the Foundation. Basically, we're only able to sell one master quartz for each type, so handle yours with care. I see. So they're pretty rare then. Do you have any tips for us before we use them in the field, Wendy? Sure. First, could you all equip your master quartz for me? Doesn't matter who uses which, just let me know once everyone's set. Oh, and while Master Quartz do have elemental types, their slots have no restrictions. In other words, anyone can use any Master Quartz. I see, that's very convenient. What are we waiting for then? Let's get them equipped. Go ahead and set your Master Quartz into your Enigma 2. So let me know when you're done, and we'll pick things up from there. Oh, I can't buy anything. Okay. Yep. Pixie. Crow. That suits them. Alrighty, you've all got a Master Quartz equipped now. Good work. Oh yeah, it was so hard. What's next, Wendy? Nothing big, you just need to get some live practice in so you can see how they work for yourselves. You mean you want us to use them in actual combat? Sure do. I know you and Noel already have some experience, Lloyd, but humour me anyway. Worst case, you get some extra practice in. That sounds fair enough. Do you want us to focus on any particular locations or a specific number of battles? Not really. I'll leave the who, what, and where of things up to you. Just win one fight without turning tail and running away. That'll be enough. I think we can manage that. Well, Lloyd, any ideas of where we should go? One of our support requests involved clearing out some monsters in Mason and Melda, didn't it? We could kill two birds with one stone that way. Good idea. It'll be a lot easier than heading toward the highway. Great, sounds like you've got a place in mind. Oh, and before I forget, I've got one more quartz for you to take along. Received mine 1. What's this for? Just another little gift from the CPD headquarters. If you set it in a normal slot, you'll be able to use a brand new art for the Enigma 2, Analyze. Knowing is half the battle, as they say. Try it out in combat and you'll see what I mean. I hear you loud and clear. Without Tio around, we'll need to rely on arts and items to analyze enemies in the meantime. Alright then, take care out there. Wouldn't want you to slip up on a training mission, am I right? And don't forget, you can come back to tune your orbments or synthesize some new quartz whenever you want. Speaking to Wendy and selecting Upgrade Synthesize will give you the option to create new quartz, as well as open or upgrade slots on your battle orbments. Synthesizing new quartz and equipping them will allow you to use various arts. By opening and upgrading slots, you can increase the number of quartz you can equip, as well as your maximum EP. Using either function will require Septium fragments called Sepith, which you can primarily obtain by defeating monsters. One battle with your Master Quartz equipped is a good enough test for me. Just don't forget to report to me once you're done. I can't mark your training off as completed until you do. Well, Ellie can have this. Lloyd can... oh. Lloyd can have that. Oh. I think, Attack 1, yeah. Yes, that's good. And yes, action 1. So Noel, I think Noel can have poison. Lloyd can have attack 1. Wazy can have action 1. And I reckon that's a pretty good setup for the time being. Man, there is so much content in this game. I reckon probably half of the Trails games is just like doing this. Walking around the different towns or sections of the city and just talking with people and learning about their lives, and it's really great. I have Sunday school later this evening. I better make sure I don't forget my homework. I always thought that guy was a bit older. That's strange. Oh, this guy. Always trying to clean and stuff. Aren't orbital cars simply marvelous? My old battle axe griped and growls about how much of a waste it was, but I know a smart purchase when I see one. Ooh, I do love a Vern model. They're so stylish and eye-catching. Oh? Well. You've got wisdom beyond your years, young lady. They're kindred spirits. Nothing will ever beat the feeling of driving an orbital car as sensational as this. Would that old lady of mine could get that through her head. There's a place along the West Crossbow Highway known as Knox Forest. The lush thickets and greenery make it a fantastic location for nature photography. Unfortunately, the Crossbow Police Academy is that way too, so it's private property. I'm a hobbyist photographer. I research interesting subjects to capture and then set out high and low to find them. If only Knox Forest weren't off limits to civvies. I'd love to get a few shots in there one of these days. West Crossbow Highway is just up ahead. We've got a monster to exterminate out there, but let's finish up our work inside the city first. Hey, if it isn't my pal Lloyd. Hi, Oscar, long time no see. How's work? Or, you know, same as usual, knead, bake, repeat. Still, it's been a while since you and that baby face of yours last waltzed in here, huh? Where have you been? Off vacationing at Michelin or something? Come on. Do you really think I have that time or Mara? Do you really think I have the time or Mara for that? I told you the SSS was going to be on hold while I trained with the 1st Division, didn't I? Huh. Did you? Must have slipped my mind. Here, let me make it up to you. Think of this as a way to commemorate the SSS getting back together. Ooh. Is this your latest creation? Wow, it smells amazing. And it looks delicious too. Yeah, it's fresh out of the oven and just as fluffy. If you don't love it, I'll eat my hat. Just make sure to buy more if you actually do enjoy it, okay? I'm sure we will, Oscar, thanks. I've been challenging myself to bake all kinds of new bread recently. I'll hook you up with some experimental samples. Just remember to buy some for real if you like them. Nah, I think I'll stick with free samples for now. Welcome to Morge's. Our fresh baked bread is right this way. Now, if only most of it wasn't baked by Oscar. He'd better enjoy it while he can. One day I'm gonna proof, knead, and rise my way higher than he's ever been. I'll give credit where it's due. Oscar's skills aren't half-baked. But one day I'm gonna proof, knead, and rise my way higher than he's ever been. Mark my words. She's so competitive. Okay, let's take a gander at the new bread. Sunny side up eggs on a muffin? Now that looks exceptional. I think I'll grab one of those and some tea before heading home. Ever since I found this bakery, I've been stopping by every day to try the new breads they think up. I think I'll grab one of today's and some tea before heading home. I've started letting Oscar and Bennett handle developing our new menu items. Their rivalry is really pushing them to the next plateau, and they're making some darn fine bread in the process. If they keep this up, I might be able to retire way sooner than I expected. I couldn't be prouder to watch my daughter follow in her old man's footsteps as a baker. Oscar played a large part in the process she's made. Nothing like a rivalry to get the wheels turning. Oh. Oh, this is Wendy's father. He looks exhausted. Snoring. I just got back from my business trip. Sorry, Pansy, but you'll have to eat your own tonight. Looks like he's still half asleep. We should let him rest. Huh? Where'd Pansy go? Oh, right, she has Sunday school today. Snoring. Oh, you're back, Chiruru. That was an awfully long adventure this time. I remember you had some fool idea about crossing the Mains Mountains on foot. How'd it go? Right, I sort of got lost along the way. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. I'll give it another shot when I get the chance. You're never gonna learn your lesson, are you? Okay, fine. Hiking the Mains Mountains was out of the question for me. This time, that is. The next time I try, I'm making it over for sure. Whoops. Sheesh, Chiruru could have hiked a round trip from here to Gehenna and she'd still go back for more. Well, my goodness, is that you, Lloyd? I'm back, Auntie Later. So you are, it's wonderful to know you're doing well. I see your friends from the SSS are with you too. Is your training with the 1st Division over already? Yeah, I just finished the other day. Sorry for not stopping by sooner. And who is this fair lady, if I may ask? This is Mrs. News. She's looked after me ever since I was a kid. We're almost like family. Our friend Cecil is her daughter, as a matter of fact. You mean Nurse Cecil? I remember meeting her at the hospital before. Oh, right. You do know her already, huh, Noel? So that makes me the only one left out of this little party then, hmm? It sounds like you and this Cecil have a rather interesting relationship. I'd love to hear the details sometime. There's nothing interesting about it at all. But anyway, I'm sure we'll see her sometime soon. I can introduce you to each other then. Oh, your friends are always such fun, Lloyd. Don't forget your Auntie Later is always right down the street if you need someone to talk to, okay? She's such a nice lady, honestly. By the way, Lloyd, have you been in touch with Cecil at all recently? We talk over the phone sometimes, but I haven't been able to see her in person for a while. Well, she's going to be in for a surprise when you do. You've become so much more rugged since the last time I saw you. Do you think so? That nervous laugh makes it sound like he hopes she's right. The more I hear about this Cecil, the more I want to meet her. You've gotten so much more rugged since the last time I saw you, Lloyd. Cecil's going to be in for a surprise when she sees you in person. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have a good physical build. But I guess, yeah, Lloyd was a little bit suspicious in that laugh. Oh! Oh! That was an accident. I had no idea about this. If this ain't a chest message, then I don't know what is. Oh my goodness, what did I just... Oh, that's right, it was a, thingamajig. Wait, is there something? No. Okay. I can hardly stand how out of control my husband's spending habits are. Time and again, he's pointlessly replaced our furniture whether or not we need it, which more often than not we don't. And just the other day, he went out and purchased an old car. Honestly, what am I to do with that man? To think, my oaf of a husband would purchase an old car without so much as mentioning it. His spending habits are going to be the death of me. Ah, yes, the problems of married life. Although, I do think that, you know, husbands and wives are a team, so they should discuss if they're going to purchase something, especially something as big as a car, you know. Construction on Crossbell's new City Hall building is nearing completion at last. Were it not for the mayor spearheading the project, we'd have never made it to this point. At one point, the whole thing was at risk of being scrapped due to budget freezes. But now that my work as an exterior designer is done, I can finally rest easy. I lent my expertise as an architect to help design the exterior of the new City Hall building. And now, it's almost finished. I might shed a tear when it's finally unveiled. They re-enlisted my husband's help with designing the new City Hall after taking the project out of hiatus. It's one of the biggest contracts of his career, and it's been eating up almost all of his time this past month. But now the finish line is finally in sight. Thank the goddess for that. Our home doubles as my husband's architectural firm. His work on the City Hall has kept this apartment very lively this year. Good? I'm the caretaker for this building, which is really just a nice way of saying hired help. What I wouldn't give to live in an apartment like these though, so stunning and spacious. Maybe a little too spacious even, it makes them more of a hassle to clean than I'd like. I'm gonna have to remember to take care of all the gardening later too. My work is never done. The door is locked. That's unusual. I thought it was usually open. Oh well. Welcome to Tally's. We're proud to call ourselves West Street's go-to general store. Momo's off at Sunday school for the day. I'm sure she's giving it her best effort over there. Tally's and I have to make sure we do the same. Hey there folks, welcome to Tally's. We carry all kinds of things, so feel free to take a look around. Hey there folks, the same? Yep. What do you have? Stylish mirror. I'll get that later. Whoa. Oh, the SSS. I haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Grimwood's over at his desk. You can bring any business you have up with him. Oh, well look who it is. It's been a while, Mr. Grimwood. That it has. I've been told the SSS temporarily suspended operations. Yes, but today's our first day back. We thought it would be only right to stop by and say hello. I see. And it seems you even got yourself some new members. That's just splendid. So you must be the famous Grizzly Grim everyone's been talking about. I just might find myself in dire need of your services someday. Is that right? Very well then. Let me see. I should have some business cards around here somewhere. Wazy, you're supposed to be here as a police officer, not a future client. Well, in the case that ever happens, Mr. Grimwood would be the right person to turn to. Haha. Oh no, I don't mean to imply anything. I was only playing along. I suppose a more formal introduction is in order. My name is Ian Grimwood, licensed lawyer and head of this firm. I look forward to working with all of you again, ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. Likewise, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Grimwood. We may be stopping by more often to consult with you in the future. I hope we can count on your advice when the time comes. Of course, feel free to stop by whenever you like. I'll be more than happy to provide you with my expertise, should the need arise. The citizens are expecting great things from the SSS. That will mean more requests for you to handle, but don't let that stop you from putting in your best work. I have faith that every job well done will make you shine even brighter as Crossbell's beacons of hope. Naturally, I too will be anticipating tremendous things from the SSS. I wish you luck in living up to everyone's grand expectations. This tastes great. My cooking skills have been getting better and better. It's all thanks to Sophia's lessons. A next door neighbour Sophia has been giving me cooking lessons. They're definitely paying off. The proof is in the pudding and this dish too. Henri seems to be just as gung-ho about studying as he is playing as of late. Perhaps he's found himself an academic rival of sorts at Sunday school. Children ought to strike a balance between study and recreation. I want Henri to not only work hard but play hard as well. My pops is a manager at the IPC. He's got connections to Crossbell and high society too, so he often gets invited to the little galas. Sometimes he's too busy to attend though, so he lets me go in his place. Thanks to that I get to learn about high society and live out my days on the upper crust all at once. Going to parties and learning about high society sure is a blast. Yes, this is just one of the perks of having an old man with connections. Very good. Moving on to the Hayworth residence. Goodness, look who just walked in unannounced. Why, if it isn't the SSS? Hello. It's good to see you again, Mr. and Mrs. Hayworth. And same to you, Colin. You look like you're doing well. Indeed, life has been quite peaceful for us since our last encounter, thanks in no small part to all of you. You and Ellie know this family, Lloyd? It sounds like there's a story here. Care to share? The special support section saved our son when he went missing during the anniversary festival. We will forever be in your debt. It's because of you that we're still a happy family. You're welcome, but we were just really only doing our jobs. You needn't be so modest. No amount of thanks could ever express our gratitude. Although I do still regret not being able to thank the girl who helped you that day as well. Oh, you mean the one with the purple hair? I want to see her again too. Yes, that's right. I still hold out for the day we can properly thank her. You wouldn't happen to know of her whereabouts, would you? No, unfortunately not. We haven't seen her again since that day. That's a shame. Well, goddess willing, we're sure to meet her again someday. I suppose all we can do in the meantime is be patient until the opportunity arises. Ren. She's already left Crossbell with Estelle and Joshua. But the Hayworths still don't know the truth about what happened that day. In any event, all of you are welcome to stop by for a visit whenever you like. I will do everything in my power to assist you, should you need it. Thank you, Mr. Hayworth. You and your family are too kind. Bye, SSS. I miss that purple-haired girl I talked to before. I hope I get to see her again. Maybe I will someday. The SSS has done so much for us. For that we are ever in your debt. I'm sure my husband feels the same. Know that our door is always open to you. That wouldn't be a very comfortable chair to sit on. I mean, there's no cushion at the back even. That's just a bit odd. Business has been going well, in case you were curious. No, I wasn't curious. Nah, just kidding. It's left me with ample downtime to be a proper husband and father to my family. I'm happy to hear that. It sounds like all your hard work is starting to pay off. Haha, I'll take your word for it. To tell you the truth, I'm not for getting showered in praise. Just being able to provide for my wife and child is more than enough for a simple man like myself. The SSS is always welcome in our home, so don't be a stranger. I'll do everything in my power to assist you should you need it. It's very kind of him. Oh, they have a book on cars. A magazine entitled Monthly Car Mania Volume 1 is idling away on the shelf. That's interesting. I wonder if there's going to be an event associated with that. That makes me want to like check all the bookshelves and stuff in case I miss anything. Anyway, I'm sure there's not too much to check. Isn't this place the residence of Representative Campbell, leader of the Republican faction? Yes. Last I heard, all Diet members involved with the cult were removed from office. True, but they never found anything that linked them to Representative Campbell. He does seem to have some kind of relationship with Heyu, but there's nothing illegal about that, on the surface anyway. So in other words, he's still corrupt, just not in the same way as the rest. That reminds me, Ellie, aren't you friends with his daughter? Yes, Carla and I went to Sunday school together. For her sake, I was relieved to find out her father wasn't connected with the cult. No kidding, I'd be heartbroken if my friend had to learn something like that about their own dad. Anyway, we don't have any business here. Let's not go bothering him right about now. Agreed, shall we move on? This is the home of Representative Campbell, leader of the Diet's Republican faction. There's no reason to speak with him now. Last I heard, I heard they finished the new City Hall building recently. It had been under construction for quite some time. I must admit, I'm rather looking forward to its unveiling at the end of the month. As an entrepreneur, I've invested in a business venture planned for one of the office spaces in the new City Hall. I must admit, I'm rather looking forward to its unveiling at the end of the month. The door is locked. So we're not going up here, are we? Oh! Yep, South Crosswell City, East Crosswell Cathedral, Northwest, Mains, Mining Village, 311 Selge. Oh! Oh, 4 fresh eggs, nice. Didn't even have to go to the shop. This way leads to Main's Mountain Path. We don't have any business there, though, so let's head back for now. It's a bus stop. We don't have any business around Maine, so there's no need to catch a bus. We'll be able to take the bus from any stop once the story advances. Public transportation is a convenient way to move around Crossbell State. Use it well when the time comes. The door is locked. Oh, a fishing spot. Oh, Lloyd, don't tell me you lost your fishing rod. Lovely weather we're having, isn't it? It just makes you want to... Oh. Ah, this neighborhood is as peaceful and quiet as ever. The sun's warmth feels just the right way today too. Oh yeah, they rescued Bond from the cult. Oh, but the door's locked. Maybe Bond's resting. Oh, welcome home, Lady Ellie. It's good to see you again, Joanna. I take it things have been business as usual around here? Yes, thankfully. You coming home from your trip safe and sound has put my mind at ease. Oh, Joanna, you don't need to worry about me so much all the time. I'm doing just fine. That may be, but it's my job to worry. You and Master Henry mean everything to me. How adorable. What I wouldn't give to have a maid this devoted to me. This reminds me, Lady Ellie. We received letters from the young master and mistress. Would that be your parents? Yes, my mother and father live in Erebonia and Calvert respectively. I used to receive letters from them only occasionally, but they've become more frequent since the cult incident. It's mostly out of worry for my grandfather and me, but the words have been an invaluable source of encouragement lately. I didn't realize that's where they were. Family, Please hold on to them for now, Joanna. I'll be sure to read through them later. As you wish. Oh, and I hear the SSS is back to work again. Remember to take good care of yourself, my lady. Master Henry and the young master and mistress want nothing but the best for you. As do I, of course. I understand, Joanna. I'll be extra careful. Remember to take good care of yourself, Lady Ellie. Yep. Okay, same. Let's take a peek at Ellie's diary. Wait, is that even Ellie's room? Or is it this one? This is probably Ellie's room. Yeah, this is Ellie's room. The other one was Speaker McDowell's. Why, Lady Ellie, welcome home. It's good to see you, Helma. So this is where you grew up, is it, Ellie? What an enormous mansion. Well, it is Speaker McDowell's estate after all. Oh please, it's nothing worth making a fuss about. You're all welcome here. Indeed, as you are all colleagues of my lady, I cordially invite you to make yourselves at home. Now that the SSS is back in action, I'm sure you're going to be busier than ever. Please take good care of Lady Ellie. Of course, sir. We'll make sure you have nothing to worry about. Thank you, Helma. I'll do my best to support them too. Yep, that's the same. Do I talk to this guy? Yeah. Here we're in Randy's favorite district. Hey there, wanna play? Haha, come on in. I promise it'll be a fun time. There's the dynamic duo, Rishia, Mao, and Ilya. Hell yeah, time to gamble my butt off. First, I gotta pick the right slot machine and try my luck on. Yep. I hear Golden Sun Silver Moon is their greatest show yet. I can't wait to see it. The doors won't open until right before the show starts though. Maybe we should go somewhere else until it's evening. So this is the famed Ark Conceal, I hope I pronounced it right. At long last, we're finally here. We already have our tickets, but the wait until the show is excruciating. Those two are just absolutely nuts. Hey, I recognize you. You're the officers that kept coming back into the theater a while back, right? Wish I had a job that let me waltz into Ark Conceal whenever I wanted. Well, actually, Lloyd and his friends often get kicked out when you try and enter it, so I wouldn't say we can do it whenever we want. Maybe I should enroll at the police academy and become an officer too. Then, once I'm on the force, I can visit Ark Conceal all the time under the guise of patrolling. Now that's the dream. I mean, to be fair, that is technically what the SSS does. Like, they barged into Collins, well, the Hayworth residence without being announced. That's no reason to get into law enforcement. I've seen Ilya spending a lot of time with that new girl from the theater. Oh, she's so lucky. Why can't Lady Ilya make me under her wing? Take me under her wing. Ice cream, get your ice cream. I've got all kinds of flavors here for you to try. Go on and give them a whirl. You never know which one will be your favorite. I can also mix any flavors you want if that's what tickles your fancy. Just don't blame me if you get a little too adventurous, if you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. Sorry. Alrighty. The interior is just spectacular. Arkansas. It's been a long time since we last set foot in here. It has. I wonder if Ilya and Risha are doing well. Well. I didn't realize you two spent so much time schmoozing it up with the celebrities. Is it really okay for us to just waltz into the theater like this? Is he gonna kick them out? Why, if it isn't Detective Bannings and Miss McDowell from the SSS? It's so good to see you both again. Are you here for a personal visit? Actually, the SSS is back in operation starting today. We were patrolling the city and decided to stop by. We're not bothering you though, are we? No, of course not. You're no bother at all. The troop is currently taking a break, so please feel free to stay a while. I'm sure Ilya and the others would be delighted to see you. Thank you very much. Wow. Is something wrong, Noelle? Well, no, it's just... I can't believe how much clout the SSS has. She's right. To think they'd have the red carpet rolled out for you at Arkansas. Haha, I guess I can't entirely deny it. We've been quite lucky to forge such wonderful connections here in Crossbell. Nice. Welcome to Arkansas, everyone. If you have any questions about our theatre, bring them to me and I'll do my best to answer. Ilya and Risha should be in the theatre's auditorium right now. You're welcome to go see them if you like. This way leads to the second floor seats. Wandering around the theatre isn't a good idea right now though. I'll talk to them last. Theo and Eugene are always together even off the stage. No wonder some of our fans see a passionate spark between them. Wait, what kind of rabbit hole is my mind going down? I need to commit my routine to heart, much like the committed hearts of two young men, locked in the steamy throes of, enough. What kind of rabbit hole is my mind going down? Oh, that's the same. That was a weird monologue. I must say Nikolai's finally returned to his former self. Definitely, and his skills are steadily improving to boot. He might even overtake you at this rate, you'd best be careful. Just who do you take me for? You truly believe the Flaxen Prince would allow anyone to surpass him? I wouldn't be so sure. Innocent wallflowers like Nikolai have been all the rage lately. And Roland did mention he's been receiving more fan mail. Are you sure? How can that be? Ha, beats me. Why don't you ask him for yourself? Be serious, Theodore. Now I need you to teach me all you know about the ways of these wallflowers. Give me 1 week. That's all I'll need to bloom with the best of them. Yeah, I don't know about that. An innocent wallflower, so in other words, a shy, late blooming type. Haha, such roles come naturally to me. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned any of this to him. Oh well, at least it'll be fun to see where he takes it. Munch. Mid-practice snacks are the best. Plea. Is that her name? Plea? I'll just say plea, I don't know. How many times must I tell you? No eating in the dressing room. Huh? What's the big deal? We're on break now, aren't we? When else am I supposed to get my sweets fixed if I can't do it during practice? Oh, honestly, it's like I'm speaking to a child. Who knew Plea the mysterious songstress had a sweet tooth? No kidding. She's a totally different person off stage. Ah, we're supposed to be using this break to get your costume fitted, you know. Just hurry up and finish your snacking. I've given up trying to fight it. Crunch munch. Ah, this is bliss with a capital B. Well, how about it, Heinz? Can you manage that? I mean, I'll try my best, but... Oh, hello there, SSS. Are you here on official business? No, nothing like that. I love how Lloyd's just looking at the other guy. We're patrolling the city right now, so we just thought we'd drop by. Ah, I see. Well, I appreciate you keeping an eye on us. Feel free to call for me if anything does come up. We will. Thank you very much. I'm not too sure this will work. There isn't going to be much breathing room if we speed up the timing. Yes, Ilya is very much aware. Accelerating the entire scene, however, is a necessary step in achieving her vision. You know how Ilya can be. She wants to push things to their very limits. If you say so, I'll give it a shot then. Still, does she really expect me to make everything 50% faster? I mean, I'll give it my best shot, but I can only take so many insane demands. I just coughed. I realize it's a lot to ask for, but you're the only one we can count on. The integrity of Ilya's vision for this scene depends on it. I think sometimes the audio distorts a little bit when I cough or something, because I have noise suppression on. So, yeah, just letting you know, if you hear a distorted noise, it's either because I laugh loudly or because I cough or something. Because the noise suppression is designed to block out sounds. I think it's under a certain decibel or something. Anyway. It's Nikolai. We rescued him in the previous game. Sully's only an assistant, but I was impressed by how quickly she moved while helping us out with rehearsal. It feels like everyone in this troupe is a virtuoso when it comes to fancy footwork. I can't even compare. Not only are they incredibly talented, but they put in so much effort too. All I can do is keep plugging away and hope for the best. I can't compare to all these virtuosos in our troupe, but I do feel like I've gained their respect little by little. True, I lost my way for a while, but I'll keep on plugging away as best I can now that I'm back. That reminds me a little bit of the parable of the prodigal son in Luke chapter 15 of the Bible. You know, like Nikolai loses his way by taking the Gnosis drug, which borrows the power of demons to make you better in your attributes. But he realized that obviously that ruined his life. But and like the son in the story, the son leaves his father, squanders his father's money on prostitutes, and then he realizes it, and he returns to his father, and the father welcomes him with opened arms and says, you know, to his hired laborers, you know, kill the fattened calf for the feast, and we'll prepare a party for my son. And it's just a beautiful story of how the Father, who represents God the Father, accepts sinners who lose their way, who go astray, but who are then sorry and repent and return to God. And just as the Father accepted his straying son with open arms, so too does God the Father accept all those who repent and return to him. And as I mentioned in the previous video, it's a perfect example of grace. And so it's nice that the troupe, Arkansio, received Nikolai back after he lost his way. It's like a lost lamb returning to the flock. And in Christianity, of course, Jesus Christ and his work on the cross is the one who made this possible to return to God. Alright, so those are some brief theological comments. Now, back to the story. And you wouldn't believe what Sully did next. Hey, cut it out, not in front of Risha. Oh, they gave her a portrait. That's nice. Oh, Ilya, you shouldn't pick on her so much. Things are as lively as ever here, huh? Looks like they're on break right now. Is that Ilya Platea? The Ilya Platea? And those other two must be. Ah, if it isn't my favorite little guy. Oh, hello SSS. Hey. Long time no see, everyone. We're sorry if we interrupted your break. Oh no, not at all. It's been ages since you last stopped by, so go ahead, make yourselves at home. And while you're here, could I trouble my favourite little guy for a nice, warm reunion hug? Oh, thank goodness Randy's not here. He'd be so furious. No thanks. I'm good. Oh, you're no fun. You don't have to hold back with me, you know. Or maybe you'd prefer Risha pressed right up against you instead. Ilya. Quit being such a sleazebag already. I just love how straightforward Sully is. Good, Sully. Put her in her place. I see your troubles haven't changed, Risha, though I can't say I don't empathize. Ahaha, fate has it in store for us, it seems. Still, it's great to see you again, especially after all this time. I hope you'll continue looking out for everyone here at Arkansas. You're that actress who made her debut during the anniversary festival performance, right? Don't you live in the downtown district? I think I've seen you around the neighborhood before. Yes, I do. Pardon me if I'm mistaken, but would you happen to be the leader of that... pardon me? Street gang? Heh. Wazy Hemisphere, at your service. Oh, you know him, Risha? Come to think of it, the SSS seems to have a few extra additions to the cast. Right, these are our two newest members. I'm Noel Seeker. I transferred into the SSS from the Guardian Force. My younger sister Fran and I are big fans of yours, Miss Platea. Ooh, well, thank you very much. Tio and Randy haven't returned yet, unfortunately. It'll just be the four of us for a while. Ah, I see. Looks like you found yourself some pretty kooky characters. I like them. Well, I don't think they're even half as kooky as you, Ilya. Okay, I understand Wazy being kooky, but Noelle? Really? She seems like a pretty normal girl. Anyway. But it's probably because of how formal she is. Okay, sure. That might be a little unusual, but I wouldn't describe it as kooky. But Ilya is definitely kooky. And so is Wazy. Anyway. You performers are a lot more casual than I imagined you'd be. And even more beautiful than your photos give you credit for at that. Why, thank you. But you know flattery will get you nowhere, right? But with Lloyd, he doesn't even need flattery. He just somehow attracts all women around him within a certain radius. But enough about that. You have been quiet this whole time. Step up and introduce yourself, Missy. Okay, I get it. I'm Sully Attrade, an assistant to the troop. I hope I'm pronouncing troop right. Like, I haven't thought about it this entire time, but anyway. If I got it wrong, who cares? You know what I mean. It's nice to meet you. Same here, Sully. How have you been, Sully? You have some nerve talking to me. Don't think for a second that I've forgotten about what happened back then, you hear me? She still hasn't let that go, huh? Back then? From what I heard, our favourite lady-killing detective here grabbed Sully from behind and... No! It wasn't like that. She was running away. I was only trying to apprehend her. Excuse me? Look, I know I wasn't being a saint back then, but that doesn't give you the right to grope me. Grope? Wow, sounds like he really got a handful. Good on you, Lloyd. Wazy doesn't make things better. No, I didn't. I mean, Ooh, what a delicious drama. Let me have a bite too. I couldn't possibly miss out on something like this. Ilya, please, don't make this worse than it already is. The more I deny it, the guiltier I look. You really know how to dig your own grave, don't you, Lloyd Bannings? Well, you did that with Ellie, didn't you? Or? In any case, it's good to have you back. The SSS has already done so much for us. Please visit us whenever you like. Seconded, you'll always get a warm welcome here. Not to mention, Rishia's rehearsals have been more thrilling to watch than ever these days. Wow, really? I'd imagine she offers a selection of choice views, leaping around in that costume of hers. Wazy? Haha. That's one of the appeals, yes, but lately I feel there's been a certain sharpness to her movements, both on and off the stage. She never seems to get tired either. I'm guessing you've improved your sleeping habits? Well, yes, I suppose so. So that's it, huh? I never realized. Leave it to Ilya to know her performance inside and out. It's true, there hasn't been as much work recently, so I've had more time to relax. Ah, yes, because she's an assassin. She, what's it called? Her disguise. She disguises herself as Yin. If Ilya can sense that just from the way I move, she really is amazing. You're one of the hardest workers I know, Risha. Uh-oh, Lloyd's showering a girl with praise again. Wait for Ellie's reaction. Just remember to get enough rest. Take a moment for yourself every now and then. I will. Thanks for always looking out for me, Lloyd. Arkansas seems as busy as ever now. But if you're sure it won't be a bother, we'll try and stop by from time to time. Feel free, you're always welcome, as long as we're not in the middle of a performance or rehearsal. That being said, things are probably going to be ramping up in the near future. Oh, why is that? Is something special in the works? Aha, that's on a need-to-know basis only. You'll see what we're cooking up when it's good and ready. Look forward to it. Haha, will do. We'll have to follow up on that sometime. Congratulations on resuming your duties, and on the new members. I'll be rooting for you. Feel free to come visit whenever you have time to spare. Will do. Don't be afraid to get in touch if you need any help again either. The SSS is always here for Arkansas. I'll keep that in mind. So the SSS is back in action, and with some new faces too. I bet Cecil will be excited to meet them, not to mention see you again. Aren't you one lucky little guy? Please stop teasing me. She's right though. I should visit Cecil sooner rather than later. You all better look forward to what Arkansas is cooking up next. It's still a secret, but I'm sure you'll love it. Seriously, how the heck can Ilya tell that Risha's sleeping better? Is there anything she can't pick up on? Yeah, Lloyd didn't actually grope Sully. In case you didn't do that side quest and wondering what on earth that's all about. Lloyd just grabbed her. He thought that she was a guy, and so he grabbed her to apprehend her. She was trying to escape. She was really struggling, so Lloyd had to really hold her firmly, without realizing that she was a girl and that she didn't need to be held as firmly. And yeah, that's what created the entire misunderstanding. So once again, poor Lloyd is the target of embarrassment. Welcome to Hotel Millennium. Our establishment provides only the finest array of services and amenities. Let us know at any time if you'd like to book a room. Oh, and an announcement. You can replenish CP by staying at hotels and inns. Regular inns cover 100 CP, while luxury hotels recover 200 CP. From spa treatments to room service, you can request any of our luxurious amenities via the Orbital Net. Here at our establishment, we strive to meet our guests' every need. Cool. This year marks the 60th anniversary of the hotel's opening. I've been employed here for over half of that time. Before I knew it, I had become the elder statesman on staff. Where does the time go? Good morning. Will you be staying the night with us? Don't forget to lock your rooms on the way out. I thought there was a door there, but no. I knew the rooms here would be top class, but the service is no slouch either. We'll have to stay here again the next time we visit Crossbell. Any travel fatigue I had from the train ride was swept clean away after staying here. It may be a bit pricey, but you get what you pay for with a hotel like this. Very true. Good day and welcome to Hotel Millennium. If you'd like to make a same-day reservation, it would be my pleasure to assist you. Oh. Hey there fellas, if you guys are free, you should come join us for some drinks. A party of 4 nets you a pretty sweet discount, you know. Oh yeah? How much are we taking? Well, let's see, the usual price is 500 Mara a head, so... Wazy? I apologize, but we're on duty right now. Even if we wanted to go, we couldn't. Huh? What's the big idea, getting my hopes up for nothing like that? Shoo, get out of here. We're scaring away the real customers. Sorry for the trouble. Look, if it's just gonna be a no, then don't waste my time. Now do me a solid and buzz off before I get really mad. Oh, aren't you that host, Wazy? Are we acquainted? Not exactly, but I've heard about a dashingly handsome host working in this neighborhood for a while. You're even more of a heartthrob than the rumors let on. Why, thank you, madame. Feel free to join me at the club I work at. I'd love to get to know you. Oh, absolutely, darling, I'd love to. Wazy's reputation precedes him, it figures. I'm more concerned that he's using SSS patrols as an excuse to promote his hosting services. Oh, I am so going to nag him about this when we get off duty. I've heard about a dashingly handsome host working in this neighborhood for a while, and now, here you are. I'll have to check out this club of yours sometime. Please do. The pleasure would be all mine. If I talk to this guy? Yeah. Well, look who it is. I guess all those rumors about the SSS starting up again were true after all. You know it. We even have some new members with us too. What brings you here, Kate? It's rare to see you working in the entertainment district. I could swear we only ever ran across you in Central Square. Seems that way, huh? But lately, I've been staking out this area to track down a certain driver. Oh, the guy speeding, I bet. Anywho, I'm glad you've got the gang back together again. Can't wait to see what feats the SSS pulls off this time. I don't plan on slacking off anytime soon, so you guys better not either. Definitely. Thanks, Kate. And I think... Is that everyone? Her? Yeah, talk to her. Alright, and the last thing is the casino. Welcome to Barker Casino. This is where you can exchange your Mara for tokens, and your tokens for fabulous prizes. We've got some real good stuff up for grabs, so get on out there and start playing. Oh, you've been here, that's pretty good. Wazy's room. I left Crossbell for some time, but I just couldn't keep myself away. I still love my native Calvard, but there really is something special about this state. Welcome to the card table. Shall I deal you a hand? You can always enjoy a good spin of the roulette at the Barca Casino, but before you begin I must warn that you'll never be able to cheat at this table. What do you say? Care to surrender yourself to the whims of destiny? You can either play it safe with smaller outside bets, or take a risk on some hefty inside bets. Only the goddess herself knows the final outcome. And this guy's always getting in trouble with his wife. Ho ho, I'm on a roll at the slots today. Hearing those tokens pour out by the barrelful is the best feeling in the world, it tells you. I tell you. Well, if it isn't the SSS. And Wazy too, I see. That's quite an unusual combination. Hey there, Drake. It just so happens that I've been assigned to the SSS. I'll spare you the details. Just treat me the same as you would any of them. Haha, as you wish. He didn't even bat an eye. No kidding. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you know him too, Wazy. What can I say? Police officers have their beats. Mine is the entertainment district. And besides, any host worth their salted rim knows Drake. You say it so nonchalantly. Also, you're too young to be hanging around in a place like this. You should take this opportunity to, do you hear yourself now? Right now, loosen up that collar, would you? I suppose that button-up drill sergeant vibe is just part of your charm though. Why do I even bother? Is that we're trying to reprimand Randy all over again? Yeah, I know, you brought a Randy, a second Randy. Except, the difference between Randy and Wazy is that Randy didn't hit on anyone in the SSS, but now Wazy is like flirting with Noelle. Speaking of Randy, is he still away at the moment? He informed me that he would be returning to the CGF for a short time. Yes, that's right. He should be joining up with us before long though. I see. Then if it isn't any trouble, would you mind telling him to stop by once he's in town? Let him know I've got a bottle of wine waiting to welcome him back. We will. After we're off duty, of course. I'm sure Randy is doing a fine job meshing with the CGF. If it helps him evolve past being the sack he was when we first met, then I'm all for it. It's nice that Drake has a lot of faith in Randy. Because Randy did have a really difficult upbringing. Hey fellas, you look like you've got some time on your hands, am I right? We've got some cute babes aplenty over at our club. How's about you swing by and check them out, eh? Aggressive solicitation is a crime. I keep that in mind if I were you. Good on you, Lloyd. After the entire game of not telling him off, now you finally do it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who said anything about being aggressive? What are you, a cop? Oh, looks like you are. My bad. Let's just pretend this never happened. This area is as seedy as ever. My bad, pal. Let's just pretend this never happened, eh? Tell you what, I can cut you a sweet deal the next time you roll by our place. No thank you. Bribery is also a crime. Oh, it's really digging into him. Alright, I know what I'm beat. Oh, she's gone. Welcome. Ah, but isn't Wazy. It's rare seeing you here. It's rare seeing you here this time of day. I guess it is. Me and my new crew here are out on a patrol, actually. So drinks will have to wait until I'm off the clock. I see. I'll save you a seat then. Ever since Revach disappeared, groups that were once content to lurk in the shadows have slowly begun to emerge. As a result, the back alley has actually become more unruly, despite what you might expect. I feel I have a better understanding of how much power the Mafia truly wielded now that they're gone. Oh, that's good. That's really good. But it costs a lot. Oh, a cookbook. A book entitled The Working Man's Diet is taking 5 on the customer. Oh, on the counter, not customer. Day in and day out, I put on a fake smile and pour drinks at the club. Why do I do this to myself? My job's been feeling like a big fat dead end lately. Still, it pays well, so I guess I'm not quite ready to quit. Yeah, doing a job that you hate, that's not easy. I mean, in every job, even in jobs that you love, there'd still be bad aspects to it. But yeah, if you do a job you hate, yeah, that can be really draining. Hiya, I'm Eris. Why don't you stop by our club and have some fun with me, handsome? The two of us could talk the day away over a drink, maybe several even. More of our patrons have been picking me up as their go-to girl at the club lately. If I keep this up, I can get a lead on my rival and become Crossbell's undisputed top hostess. I love how Lloyd really reprimands that guy, and then with this lady, he just doesn't say anything. He's just like, I'll just ignore her. This is the old Ravach compound. It should be totally empty by now, though. Hey, you. What are you up to over there? Who are you? I run a real estate agency in Crossbell City. The state government consigned this property to my firm. As such, I oversee its management. Now, I have to ask that you refrain from trespassing on the premises. I don't want any trouble, you see. They transferred custody of the building? Come to think of it, I recall my grandfather mentioning that this would happen. The government considers this place too big of a powder keg to leave unattended, seeing as it was owned by the mafia. Oh yeah, and it had an entire warehouse filled with archaisms, so yeah. That makes sense, I suppose. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. We're from the CPD. We came down this alley as part of our patrol. You were the police? Oh, well, my apologies then. And thank you for going out of your way to patrol this area. So what brings you here? Were you about to do a routine inspection of the building? Well, as it happens, we've actually decided to put the property up for sale soon. You're selling the whole compound? Yes. A number of businesses have expressed an interest in taking occupancy for some time now. One requested to negotiate today. I came to meet with them, in fact. There are businesses interested in moving into a building once controlled by the mafia? That can't mean anything good, can it? We're taking that into account, of course. But considering the size of this building, the upkeep costs are astronomical. We have no reason to turn down anyone who's willing to take it off our hands. Real estate is a business like any other. Of course you're just going to sell it to the highest bidder, no questions asked. Sure, but I'd still like to know who that bidder is. We'll just be in the way if we stick around though. Let's get moving. Yes, let's. Yeah, I wonder if Heyu is wanting to buy up the old Ravach compound. That real estate agent is waiting for a client right now. We'd only be in his way, so let's not move. Let's not go back there. Or maybe it's like a Jaeger Corps that's going in. Yeah, welcome. My, look at what the alley cat dragged in. It's the SSS. It's been far too long. It's good to see you too, Imelda. You're as energetic as ever. If I wish. From where I'm sitting, things have been boring as sin lately. Ravach has been shut down, and you lot have all been busy. Have all been away on break too. Even my information broker on the Orbital Network's gone and closed up shop. An information broker on the Orbital Net? She must mean Yona. I guess she isn't too happy about him going back to the Foundation. Oh, but what's this? I see a couple of unexpected faces there with you. Might you be the newest batch of SSS recruits, perhaps? A member of the CGF and the leader of a street gang. Yeah. And there's a recipe for some intrigue. Well, wait, how did you... It's sounding to me like you don't even need an information broker. Yeah. Who said I only had one source, my dearies? What a fascinating old lady. By the way, I have a little something for you. Think of it as a welcome back gift. Here, take it. Oh wow, yeah. Great gift. Receive the Mason and Melder key. A key? Yeah, that's right, Buttercup. You can use it to enter my downtown property, the delightful Mason and Melder. Oh right, I remember. I remember seeing that name on the side of a dilapidated old building. Hey, it is not dilapidated. In fact, it's so lovely that a swarm of monsters couldn't wait to set up house there. Still, I won't complain if you feel the urge to evict them. We only came here because you put up an extermination request for the place. This is starting to feel more like a thinly veiled demand, actually. No one's twisting your arm, but I know you'll do it anyway. Have fun, boys and girls. Wow, she is so demanding. She's a brilliant character. I like this Imelda. I'll be keeping a close eye on the SSS now that you're back in action. I look forward to reading all the delicious headlines you'll produce. Our division doesn't exist to generate entertainment for you, Imelda. Haha, I was right. You are fascinating. I'll be keeping a close eye on the SSS now that you're back in action. Do be sure to entertain me, dearies. Oh wow, are they even more expensive than the previous game? Yeah, I think they are. What caused that? Is there inflation in the cross-bell economy or something? Oh. Times Department Store employees only. Oh, okay. I never noticed that in Trials from Zero. Maybe it wasn't there in Trials from Zero, I don't know. Oh, it's good to hear this song again. It sounds kind of like Afternoon and Crossbell, but yeah, it is nice to have a change of music. Okay, good morning to you. Wonderful day, isn't it? Perfect for taking a walk, if I do say so myself. I just can't get enough of this urban landscape. All the time I hear stories about how dangerous Crossbell City is, but even still, I love this place unconditionally. Hey there, can I interest you guys in some freshly squeezed juice? For a limited time only, I'm offering a special menu item made exclusively with imported ingredients. It'll be gone before you know it, so don't you dare miss out. Lloyd's like, hey, it's a threat. It's a crime to aggressively solicitate. Don't do that. No, aggressive sales is a crime. For a limited time only, I'm offering a special menu item made exclusively with an... Okay, I've already read that. Hey, what about that that disgusting tomato juice that Mr. McDowell loves? The diet has completely changed ever since the cold incident. They still keep financial affairs as busy as ever, but the work itself is much easier than usual. The biggest change in the diet's that it ousted all those representatives who were steeped in the Imperial and Republican interests. We can't just go ignoring the two major powers, of course, but there's a difference between that and bending to their every whim. Yeah, well that's good. Ah, so it wasn't the Orcus Tower, it's the Orcus Tower, I remember now. Orcus Tower, construction site ahead, authorized personnel only. That's this guy. What's up, Lloyd? Your training with the 1st Division is finally over, right? Guess that makes you a senior detective now. We attended the police academy at the same time, yet you're already leagues ahead of me. Sec? Come on, Franz, no need to beat yourself up over it. By the way, how'd your detective exam go? You took it a little while ago, didn't you? If I passed, it would have been the first thing out of my mouth. I failed miserably. It made me realize that I'm just not detective material in the first place. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. I'm a little relieved, to be honest. The work I do for the Metropolitan Division is plenty satisfying as is. I think my hyperfixation on becoming a detective was getting unhealthy for me. So instead, I'm going to start working on being the best version of myself that I can be. That's an admirable way to look at it. You're right though, Franz. It sounds like you've got your head on straight now. So what do you say we both focus on walking the paths we've got in front of us? You betcha, Lloyd. Is this that thing guys sometimes have? What's it called? A bromance? You might be onto something, Noelle. No, it's not, you silly girls. It's just friendship. I mean, I would call it, not bromance, I would call it buddies, you know, or pals, you know. And guys do need their guy talk. Like, girls have their girl talk, guys have their guy talk. And this is the way guys communicate, you know. Let's be the best version of me I can be, you know. Something like that anyway. I don't know. Becoming a detective has always been my dream, but I can't let it distract me from the life I'm living. Instead, I'm going to work toward being the best version of myself I can be, if that makes any sense.
皆さん。あ、皆さん、お姉ちゃん。もう職場でお姉ちゃんはダメだって言ったでしょ。
レベッカさん、お疲れ様です。
ご無沙汰していました。特務支援課再始動ですね。早速支援要請を始めていらっしゃるんですか？
ええ。新メンバーもいますし、市内を回りながら一課の要請を受けたんですけど、エマさんはどちらに？
そこの会議室でお待ちですよ。一課からの協力要請なんて皆さんも出世されましたね。なんだか感慨深いです。
Oh, that's nice.
いや、そんな。
無理難題を押し付けられなければいいけど。
もう、ワジ君。
とにかくエマさんから話を聞いてみよう。
頑張ってくださいね。
The funny thing about Wazy is that he'll often say the right thing just at the wrong time. So like there's nothing technically wrong in what he said just then. They're probably going to shove their busy work onto us. Yeah, probably. Knowing the first division. Because they do tend to think of themselves as being superior over others and, you know, not having the time to do the menial tasks. You know, we'll leave that to the junior detectives or something, or the lower ranking detectives. But, you know, Wazy just says things at the wrong time. That's the thing. So that's what makes him great as a character. Receiving a request from the First Division is an impressive feat. It just goes to show how far the SSS has come. I almost feel like a proud mother bird watching her chicks spread their wings. The SSS really is back in action. It all feels so surreal. As your operator, it almost brings a tear to my eye. Haha, I guess today does feel like a special occasion. That it does. It's wonderful to be working with you again, Fran. Same here, I've missed it a lot. It was tough keeping up with the flood of requests from the citizens while you were away, but that just makes me extra relieved to have you all back. Plus, now I get to work with Noe too. Haha, I figure that's where this was headed. Jeez, Fran, how many times do I have to tell you not to call me that while we're at work? Listen, it doesn't matter if we're sisters. We have to remain professional in the workplace. You can't be giving me special treatment. Okay, sorry. But what if I can't get used to... You will. No buts about it. Haha. Tough love in action. Anyway, when Tio and Randy get back, you guys will be unstoppable. I can't wait until all of you are together again. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I feel the same way. I hope you'll continue to have our backs out there, Fran. For sure. Teaming up with the SSS again has me raring to go as an operator too. And I'm even more excited now that I finally get to work. No, I mean Miss Seeker. Honestly, Fran. Can you blame her? I think they were in the... Is it this room or that room? I can't remember. Anyway, I don't want to trigger the event yet. We don't have any business upstairs, so let's not enter the elevator. I wonder what happened to Vice Commissioner Pierre. Because he kind of just disappears. I think... So like after, I think chapter 2 of Trials from Zero, Pierre just kind of disappears and doesn't show his face anymore for the rest of the game. And you hear news that he kind of, he really loves that the SSS were able to solve the incident at Arkansas and stop Ernest from murdering Speaker McDowell. But you just hear that from, you know, from someone else. You don't hear it from Pierre himself. So yeah, I wonder what happened to him. Whoops. I don't think he was linked to the cult incident. I think it was some of the police members were, or at least they were not investigating it due to bribery or something, but or blackmail. But I'm not sure. Anyway, this guy's great. Hey, it's the SSS. Looks like you've got yourself some new recruits. I take it that means you guys are finally back up and running? I'm happy to say that we are. You're the chief of the Metropolitan Division, right? It's nice to meet you, sir. Same here. The name's... I don't know how to pronounce it. Jolik, I think. Jolik? Jolik? I'll call him Jolik. Gotta say, Bannings, this looks like quite the team you've got on your hands. All the better. The department's expecting big things from the SSS after all. You kids are gonna need to work hard and rise above your station from today on. Of course, we'll do our best not to disappoint. Hey there, SSS. Finally got yourself some new blood? Yeah, see, it's a police thing. Fresh blood, new blood, you know. I knew it. These must be the new members everyone's been talking about. That's right. That makes you Noel then, huh? From the Guardian Force? Let's say you and I go out for dinner sometime. Well... Haha, you hate to see it. Huh? Wait, aren't you Wazy Hemisphere from the Testaments? Actually, now that I get a better look, you might be the prettier of the two new SSS members. What? Dude, I can't help but agree. This took an odd turn. Unfortunately for you though, you aren't my type. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, that's too bad. Wait, why would I care about being turned down by another guy? I was waiting for you to wrap it up. You just went and kept digging your own grave deeper and deeper. You should follow their example and grow up a little. Or should I just save us some trouble and kickstart the paperwork to have you re-enrolled at the police academy? No, Inspector, anything but that. Raymond's, I don't want to say that word, dumb buttery aside, welcome back SSS. The 2nd Division may be calling on you again sometime. We're expecting great stuff from you kids. Thanks, Inspector. After all these months, that feels really good to hear. You're right. We've finally started to gain some recognition within the department. But yeah, I think Jolik has always... Wait, no, this guy's Donovan. I think Donovan has always kind of supported them anyway. It was mainly the 1st Division that looked down on them, and Vice Commissioner Pierre. I'll be counting on you if anything ever comes up, SSS. The 2nd Division's expecting great stuff from you kids. Why does the Inspector always have to bust my balls like that? I know I need to get my act together, but give me a break. I can't help the way Adios made me. Yep. It's Adios's fault, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, sadly in real life, you do get people saying that, you know, oh, it's not my fault. I was born this way. God created me this way. But actually, when it comes to everyday moral decisions, we do have free will. God has given us a will to choose between right and wrong. And so there is never an excuse for doing sinful, evil deeds. And the people that, you know, say, oh, God made me like this, well, they're just making an excuse. They're trying to hide the fact. They're trying to hide self-responsibility. So, yeah. Yawn. Don't worry, Mother. I'm sure Fran will find a lovely home for us. Oh, so that's where Bond is. That's why the house was locked. Oh, I do hope we can find a good place to live. Ideally, I'll be able to maintain a flower garden there too. Yes, I'm looking for a rental property. One on the cheaper side if possible. Oh, they're moving out. It doesn't have to be too big as long as there's enough living space for all three of us. Do you have anything like that? Well, here are some listings that may interest you. What do you think about this one? We received a change of residence from one of the old tenants a few months ago, as I recall. This seems like a promising place. Let me think. Oh, there's one other catch I forgot. The building has to be pet friendly, otherwise it's a deal breaker. Fortunately, you'll find this property meets that particular specification. That's a relief. How soon can we arrange for a tour of the place? I remember they moved there in Trials of Cold Steel 3 or 4. I mean, yeah, Trials of Cold Steel 3. They moved to that place in the East District? What's it called? The East Street or whatever it's called. Yeah. I love how Blue Blanc stole that statue. Whoa, okay. Saint's Prayer, Magnus Hector. S1134. In the final years of his life, renowned crossbow sculptor Magnus Hector donated his magnum opus, the Saint's Prayer, to commemorate the founding of Crossbell State. The sculpture has been beloved as a symbol of the old City Hall since its opening. S1204. Following the relocation of City Hall to the newly built Orcus Tower, the Saint's Prayer retained its original location, having been left in the care of the Crossbell City Civic Center. Before I head out, would you mind double checking the delivery slip? Of course, let's see. Looks good to me, you're all set. Thanks, I'll go drop this off then. Okay, so this one goes to General Affairs First Division, and this one goes to Financial Affairs. The new City Hall building is just around the corner, so I'll be bringing these over there soon. All the relocation paperwork was passed over to General Affairs Second Division. I guess it's too much to ask that each division handle their own form filing. Grumble, grumble. Crossbell City Civic Center, multi-purpose communications room. No reason to head through this door. Crossbell City Civic Center reception office. Now we'll go visit Lloyd's uncle. Well, hello Lloyd. Oh, and you're with your co-workers too. Is the SSS finally back in action? As of today, yeah. Feel free to send us a request if you ever need any help. I'll keep that in mind. I have to say though, you all look better and stronger than ever. I'm proud of you, Lloyd. Oh, that's so nice. Lloyd, I love Lloyd's family. They're such nice people. I appreciate it, Uncle Miles, but I'd say the SSS still has a lot of room for improvement. Come on, there's no shame in taking some pride in your accomplishments. And then again, that humility does define you in a way. I'll be rooting for you guys. And remember, our home is your home. Go ahead and drop by anytime you like. Thanks, Uncle Miles. See you again soon. Cecil has a very kind father. The SSS fan club will always have a member in me, that's for certain. And remember, our home is your home. Go ahead and drop by anytime you like. Women Who Change the World is on the shelf. Ah, yes, that's the book that Raymond picked up and returned late. Train Fanatic Rex is on the shelf. Yeah. What is it? May the radiance of the railway be with you. Goodness me. Sounds like a cult. I study history at a university in Le Mans State. The sad thing is I've tried to earn my doctorate not once but twice so far. They wouldn't accept my first thesis, and I was late with the second, so it got rejected automatically. Soul crushing, really. Oh, that's tough. I'm in the middle of polishing up my thesis for another attempt next year. I'm still a college graduate, even if I don't earn my doctorate. But I'm too stubborn to surrender now. Time to think about it. Fran failed. A guy in the grocery store, in the Times department store, failed. And this guy failed as well. So there seems to be a theme of people failing and thinking about giving up. Well, Brian chooses a different way in life. The guy in the department store is thinking about giving up. But this guy is like, I'm just going to try again. So this guy has a positive attitude. And Fran has kind of accepted this new reality for him, I think. So it's just interesting. It shows how different people cope with failure. But the other guy in the department store, he seemed to be crushed, which of course is the most difficult reaction to deal with mentally. Good morning and welcome to the Crossbell City Library. Ask me for help if you're having trouble finding a specific book. And this guy loves reading stories about Adios. Ah, I know those faces. It's Kia's big brother and sister. Did you bring Kia along too? Sorry to disappoint, but she's at Sunday school today. We'll mention you asked about her though. I'm sure she'll be back again soon. Okie dokie. You better say hi for me. I'm gonna hold you to it. Don't worry, we will. Lloyd's like, it's a threat! It's a crime to make threats like that, kid. You'd best know that before you become an adult. I always say threat instead of crime for some reason. Anyway. I see that little rascal makes an impression everywhere she goes. If there's someone who doesn't like Kia, I haven't met them yet. Say hi to Kia for me. I'll be waiting right here next time she's back in the library. Abby has really taken a shine to Kia. Not that I feel any different. She's a wonderful little girl. Actually, you know what? I think I might... Whoops. It's like a racing game. Gotta navigate my way through. Okay, so no one's in here. So it really is in the conference room, not here. Alright. No, I won't go in there for now, because that's a main quest thing. The Harbour District. There's a guy called Bishop who often... Oh, here he is. Phew, I'm always so busy. Being a delivery man really puts your stamina to the test. Yep. Whoops. I'll save it there and I'll pause the video for just a bit. Alright, I'm back and I think this is actually a good place to end the video, because it's been quite a long time, and obviously with Trails walkthroughs like the one I'm doing, a lot of reading is required and a lot of... Yeah, and this happens in basically every chapter. You go around talking to people, getting to know their lives, their stories, and that's one of the great things about Trails. And this is one of the reasons why I love this series so much. Just seeing how the NPCs' lives progress. It's really well written, basically. I think one reflection I want to make from all the conversations is that there are a lot of references made to Lloyd's humility. So a lot of people love complimenting Lloyd on his accomplishments, and Lloyd's kind of like, oh, you know, I haven't done that much, and they comment on Lloyd's humility. And I think that humility is quite a good virtue to have, and certainly it's one that the Bible promotes. And Peter writes, so this is 1 Peter chapter 5 of the Bible. Peter writes, likewise, you who are younger, be subject to the elders or pastors. Clothe yourselves, all of you, with humility toward one another. For God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that at the proper time he may exalt you, casting all your anxieties on him, because he cares for you. And I love that scripture saying that we can cast all our burdens on God in prayer, and God's okay with that because he cares for us. He has a loving fatherly care for each and every person in the world. And so this actually acts as a huge motivation for us to actually pray to God and to tell him how we're feeling or what life's been like for us. And of course, we can draw near to God through Jesus Christ because he always lives to make intercession for us. But the key thing about that passage I wanted to point out was the fact that it says to humble yourselves under God's mighty hand so that he may exalt you. Then it talks about casting anxieties on him. So the key to approaching God is humility. It's a humble heart that will eventually go to God in prayer. But I guess a more prideful heart wouldn't want to do that. They wouldn't see, a prideful heart wouldn't see the need to rely on God. And I guess that's what the passage is really talking about, and it's something to consider. Then again, there is also such a thing as being too humble, in the sense that you can have a false sense of humility. Like you're claiming to be, I guess sometimes if you constantly reject compliments from people, that can come across as being as having a false sense of humility. So that's also something to watch out for. But I don't think Lloyd has a false sense of humility. I think Lloyd is just genuinely humble. And I think that that's a great virtue to have. And it's certainly great in our relationship with God. So that's a great place to end the video. If you guys want to give feedback on the video, feel free to write a comment. I appreciate all the comments you guys write, and I'll appreciate any feedback that you give. And of course, I'll take it into account. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I make a next video, whenever that will be. Well, it'll be when I have time. So thanks guys, and I'll see you later.